This is Gregory Elwood, and you are watching another sadly, elimination interview from UK versus the World Season 3. And we are here with the one and only Zahirah. Zahirah, how are you doing today?
Hey everybody, I'm good, thank you. Weirdly good, like weirdly relieved as well. I think watching the episode it gave me a sense of relief. Um, to put a bookend to my competing in this season. I'm very proud of myself and what I achieved. It was definitely such a hard challenge for me. I think I got in my head a little bit with it. But still, being able to represent the UK and the Philippines and Asia, being POC, all of these things are a win for me. So I'm glad I got to showcase more of my drag, and I may not have won this season, but I won at so many different things, like having such amazing relationships with the queens like Mariah, Gordlin, Minty, um, and forming bonds with them, getting to showcase so much more runways and doing challenges I've never done on my original season. These are all little wins, you know?
So I gotta ask you, because you talk about how nice that it's finally like come out and you've gotten through the season. You shot this a year ago. Even when you did Series 6, you did not have to wait 12 months for the season to come out. Was it
Yeah.
harder this time? Does it feel like this is like another time, like another world?
Oh, 100%. It felt when the promo came out, it felt like 84 years since we filmed the show. It felt so long. Also, season 6 was easier because I could be booked with Octavia, I could be booked with Marmalade, like within the 7 month gap. Like I could see my sisters or have a chippy tea with them. You know what I mean? Like, and we did that. Whereas with this, I couldn't see my international sisters. Like I have not seen Fontana, Naomi, Gordland. Like
Oh,
I
wow.
did see Minty though. I did see Minty and Sminty. So that was lovely. But yeah, it's different because everyone's so far. So all you could do was talk to each other online.
So I gotta ask you, going into this episode, going into this specific challenge, again, you had an incredible, I mean, I don't know if you were that happy with it at the time, but an incredible safe run. This does not happen very often. Like,
Yes.
were you confident when Rue said what the challenge was? Were you nervous? Do you remember what you were thinking?
No, I had a panic attack in the toilets. Ah, I did. I had a panic attack in the toilets. The cameras cut when RuPaul had said that, and I think it was this sense of up till this point, I was like, let's get this challenge going. Let's do it. I had such this air of like ready to go, ready to do so attitude, this can do attitude, and I wanted to do that for every week. However, this week, I think the safe placements started to take a toll on me.
Hmm.
And I was like running out of ideas because I wasn't hearing the feedback. Um, it was getting harder for me to figure out how I can make myself known to the judges
Hmm.
and be recognized by the judges. My humor comes from a place of chaotic, unhinged place in my brain. And stand up comedy is so sort of like strictly written almost. And it's very A to Z. This is how the setup goes. That's not how my mind works. I'm very silly and goofy and unhinged, but that doesn't necessarily like bode in my head at the time bode well for like a stand-up comedy setup. So that was definitely in my head. My teammate helped me out a lot. Naomi calmed me down so much throughout this whole thing and made sure that I was okay. We definitely got through it, and I laughed because it was ish because I laughed at my set because it was unfunny and it's not like necessarily like that we bombed or crashed and burned like Kate said we nobody crashed and burned,
Yeah.
but they just needed to be funnier, and because they weren't funnier I was laughing so hard at them.
When
I
when
was
it end
worried.
when it ended and you guys turned around and walked off stage, did you think, "Oh, we're okay," or were you immediately worried?
No, I was worried this whole episode because it was I I knew my runway look hadn't been as strong for this week
Mm,
specifically. From knowing what I've brought throughout the season, you know, it on a regular season I could have brought that look and be like, good, I'm safe. But for this All Stars with the caliber of drag, it was definitely I still love the garment, but I still it was one of my weaker runways for sure, especially you know compared to like my Mystique, my movie
yeah.
villains, or my Capes runway, my Stars runway. These were much stronger runways I presented, and I had three chances. I can take full accountability, Greg, that I faltered in the challenge and the runway, and unfortunately, of course, the lip sync. Um, I can take accountability for that, but it doesn't mean I'm not fierce because I'm super fierce. Um,
Well, I wanted
yeah,
to go back to something you said. You said it talked about how your comedy is sort of unhinged and a little wild. Do you think if you had been paired with Godland, it would have been better or more of a mess?
I I think it would have been a beautiful mess. Listen. If you, I would pay to like go outside of my own body to watch Gordland and Zahira do a comedy set together. That would be so funny. What are you talking about? Like two Asians just like going crazy and being loud. It would have been a mess, but it would have been hilarious to watch.
Oh,
Um,
when you did the lip sync against Mariah, did when you obviously were on the floor and realized your wig had come off. Did you think you'd lost the lip sync then, or were you like, nope, keep going, you still got a shot, you can win this?
um,
Do you remember?
do you know what? I just said keep going, but after it, I thought there's bobby pins in the workroom, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's bobby pins. It's not like they're short on bobby pins in the workroom. I was like, Zahira, you know way better than that, girl. You know way better than that.
Oh no.
I have never had a wig come off in my tenure in my career, and of course it was. Of course it was going to be on TV.
Mm.
Of course it was going to be on international television. Um, but yeah, it was still funny. It was hilarious. My little choreographed moment with Mariah dragging her on the floor. That was Mariah's idea, and like we had so much fun on that stage. Um, either way, that lip sync was heartbreaking. Whoever would have stayed, there still would have been heartbreak because me and Mariah had this intangible bond that I don't think people um it still comprehends even through watching the show. We love each other dearly.
Do you think it wasn't that I mean, there's so much stuff going on every day while you guys are shooting, and there's only so much they can put in the edit. Do you think they just didn't show enough of you guys like as friend? Like, do you think it just got lost in the edit, your friendship?
Oh no, I think they showed quite a bit of that, and the admiration was definitely there. Obviously, she saved me in the Chippy Tea last week,
Yeah.
and I am the heart of her ocean, and me being Mariah the Encyclopedia, the Mariah Encyclopedia, man. I think it's one of the best things from the show. Actually, was the sort of development of that. We turned from super fan and senior drag queen to a really really solid friendship, and it's one of my greatest achievements of the show is having her as a friend.
So you made it 6 episodes this season against, no offense, tougher competition than even on Series 6. Are you at least proud of what you did and how much further you got than the first time around? Because you didn't take a break. Like you went from your season to do this. Were you at least proud when you went home? Could you at least take that with you?
Absolutely. I had 8 weeks to prepare between season 6 finale to going ahead and filming um versus the world. I was doing fittings in the hotel, sneaking designers into DragCon. I recorded my Ruru Vision song
Wow.
contest, sneaking them in my music producer to record CD Sissy in my hotel room, wherever I was. Because I was in the heat of Drag Race, touring, doing
Mhm.
DragCon, all of this, and preparing for another season of Drag Race. I also did hair not only for myself for the competition, I also had for Al Vosk and Viola for season 7. So that I can pay off the designers for
Yeah.
their work for my clothes. Um, so there was a lot of moving parts with this. I had 8 weeks to create a new mug, show off new mugs throughout the whole entire season. I designed all of my runways. I drew every single one of them to send to designers. And that in itself, preparing for Drag Race was stressful, but it's such an achievement and it's such a win to go from season 6 and how much I changed. I believe, to what I achieved here is such a massive feat.
Oh my gosh, you did a world-class run. You should be so proud of yourself on this season. So good. And I have to ask, the Mystique to Scarlet Witch makeup. First of all, had you ever done anything like that before? Was this like a look that you'd done years before? Or how many times did you even have a chance to practice it before you implemented it, in that episode?
No, I did not practice it, not one bit. I just thought I want the prosthetics and the scales to be like rhinestoned and to be like scaly in a different way. I've done Mystique makeup before when I was like 18 or something. I've always drawn Marvel characters and beautiful women on a sketchbook in in science class, and you know I loved it. I loved art. I loved drawing growing up and doing makeup. I've loved creating different makeup looks. I think I was stuck in season 6, wanting to be like this beauty queen, and I think I've surpassed myself and showed a lot more artistry this season and what I can do as an artist, whether it's wigs or makeup, and even designing to itself. I mean, I showcased that I can sew a mean garment for the ball. So yeah, I got to showcase so much of that, and now that was all in my head. I was like half and half. Let's go.
So
I can do it.
you're in the workroom, you're putting it on, you're designing it out. Was it one of those moments where you're like, oh wait, this looks better than I thought it might? Like, did you realize how good it looked at the time?
Oh yeah, I knew for myself I was proud of it and I knew it would look good. I just didn't realize how much it would resonate so hard to even a fandom that isn't just limited to
Yeah.
Drag Race, because it was posted on like so many like Marvel and like X-Men fan pages and like updates and stuff, and I was like, wow, it like this look has reached like audiences that I didn't think that it would. And I'm so proud of that because for myself, in my head, that was my winning moment for my personal achievement to do that look, and for it to resonate to so many kids and to so many fans is another win.
So I have two last questions for you. First, there's been no quote unquote formal announcement, but it sort of has. You and Sminty and Mariah are doing a tour, it appears.
Yeah.
But can you tell I know it'll be UK, probably maybe Ireland based. Do you guys know any of the cities yet, or will that be announced how many weeks from now, and when in the time of year should people expect the tour?
Yes, expect it throughout the summer because we have
Okay.
to, sort out Mariah and Gordland and
Oh wait,
work.
Godlin's part of the tour too, because she's not on the.
She is. She is.
Okay.
She's
Okay.
on the floor. No, the silhouette, if you check, that's her girl group photo shoot. She's on the floor.
Oh, okay. I missed that part. So there's
Yeah,
been
she's on
four.
right now on her Instagram, she's having issues because she's not allowed to accept collaboration
Oh.
posts. So Gordland is on the poster. She's just on the floor. Yeah, and yeah, so expect me and Mariah maybe doing some numbers together, group numbers. Who knows? Maybe we'll release another song together as
Ah.
a group. You know, the Dollargrams want to definitely do some amazing things together. Hey, it'll be great to have my UK sister and as well as my Asian and my US sister.
So my
Um,
last question for you is looking back at it now, and again, you've had an entire year to wait for the show to come out, which is, by the way, you're better than all of you are better than me. I could never like keep quiet this long. If you could do it all over again, is there one thing you would do differently?
One thing that I would do differently, probably um don't let the safe placements get in your head because I felt like this challenge really gave me a mental block.
Mm.
Um I'm proud of everything that I've achieved, but that was one thing that I let myself slip and yeah, I saw myself dwindling. I was getting exhausted from the competition and not being recognized, and I almost stopped fighting, hearing the challenge and doing the challenge. And I put on a brave face, but I know in my head I was as brave a face as I can put on. But I know in my head I was definitely dwindling down, and I should have just believed in myself a little bit more coming into this episode. Yeah.
Well, listen, congratulations on the season. Thank you for giving us some more. You didn't know it at the time, but a more entertaining season than season 18. We are having a
Oh,
blast.
oh,
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 oh, wake it up, wake it
wake
up.
up, truth hurts. But thank you so much and hope to see you somewhere, someplace down the road in person.